Hey guys, welcome back to Think Beautiful, the channel where I talk all about Meghan Markle's debacles. And this is a special trick or treat edition because you guessed it, Backgrid has caught these two with their kids trick or treating. Now, what are the chances of that? I don't recall seeing any other celebrities trick or treating this year. I thought Montecito or Santa Barbara in general was pretty much paparazzi free. Well, it seems it's like a moth to a flame over there, and that joke will make a bit more sense as I explain a bit more about their costumes. But we got the exclusive in page 6, didn't we? Prince Harry and Meghan Markle take their kids, we know their names, Archie and Lily, trick or treating in rare family outing. Now, it absolutely is rare because these guys are never with their kids. They don't even read stories to them. Whoever is with them will show them the video. Isn't that what she said on Drew Barrymore? Now, they're actually hardly ever even in the country. Harry certainly has been all over the place this year, and Meghan loves New York and Paris because now she's such a fashionista. Yeah, okay. Anyway, in this rare trick or treating outing, this is what page 6 had to tell us. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's neighbours scored quite the treat as the royals took their kids trick or treating for Halloween. Now, I wouldn't call that a treat. If I was one of these neighbours, I would be pissed. Why are you sending photographers out to take photos of kids trick or treating? That is creepy. How is that in line with watching out for kids on social media? And I'll show you one of these pictures as well. It's just terrible. It's such a lot of hypocrisy from these two, again, as ever. Photos obtained by page 6, emailed to them, in fact, showed the parents walking door to door in Santa Barbara with their two children in celebration of the holiday on Friday. Markle, 44, love when they call her Markle, showed her spooky spirit. Well, she certainly does have bad vibes in a black shirt and sweatpants, which she accessorized, listen to this, with what appeared to be a rainbow butterfly cape. Okay, look at this. She has absolutely hijacked that butterfly cape from Lily's dress up box. I have the exact same one at home. It is for kids, and you are not meant to wear it. Let Lily be the butterfly. But oh no, when you're Meghan, you have to be the best dressed, even on Halloween, for goodness sakes. Now, it says here that Harry didn't dress up and just wore his usual polo and jeans. I beg to differ because let me show you what their theme was. Because the kids were dressed up as bugs. Archie was dressed as an ant, something that all kids want to be dressed up at Halloween. The most annoying insect ever. How easy is it to squish an ant? I mean, if Archie didn't know he was at the bottom of the rung, well, he does now. And it appears that Lily was a green firefly. What kid wants to be a green firefly? Kids have never heard of green fireflies. Look at them there. Lily's right in the middle there. But you can see there is also another kid in the shot. And I'm guessing they're dressed up as a giraffe or something. I mean, whatever. But you don't take photos of other people's kids. And this is all over social media. What is wrong with these two idiots from Montecito? So you can see here the kids are insects. Meghan is a butterfly. So, oh, by the way, this is her headpiece. What happened there? That's not antennas. What is that? She just looks like some kind of, oh, look, I won't even say. She looks like she's been up all night. That's all I'm going to say. And it's almost that something about Mary situation going on there. Oh, dear. That is a mess. What is that? I just had to show you that. But Harry, I'm sure, actually was dressed up because if they're all going dressed up as insects, well, Harry would have to be a bit of a dung beetle, wouldn't he? I don't know. Tell me what you think he is. He doesn't have to dress up much at all. He's an absolute annoying household pest without even trying. So here he is pushing around his dung, which is basically his spare biography. my goodness. Now, as I said, these are just very annoying insects that they have chosen, especially for Archie, because when you look up what are the most annoying insects, when I asked my friend ChatGPT, ants is right up there. People hate them. So this plays into one of my last videos where I believe they think their kids are annoying and they've just dressed them up to be even more annoying. Now, why Megan gets to be the butterfly, I don't know, apart from the whole narcissistic perspective, allegedly. But it plays into the last time they went to Disneyland as well, because of course she had to wear the ears. And these were the cute little Minnie Mouse ears. Lily doesn't even get to wear shoes, for goodness sakes. It is all about Megan. Of course it is. Now, interestingly, you can see here that Megan is holding a wine glass. I mean, it's one of those thermos things, but it's one of the stemless ones. That is a wine glass. Harry has some water bottles, probably the kids' water bottles, which is like what a normal parent would do. But Megan just had to bring her wine, didn't she? She's always spruiking something. There is 100% every chance that there is wine inside that. And page 6 even tried to justify this. Megan walking around the neighborhood broad daylight with a bit of day drinking going on. Because listen to this. Harry carried 2 bottles of an unknown drink while Meghan Markle held a stemless wine cup. And just to make it sound like she's not a complete alco, she told them that it's a local tradition to hand out candy for kids and wine for adults. I don't know about that. I'm pretty sure you need liquor licenses and things like that to give out wine. Megan, you are walking around with wine. Just own it, for goodness sakes. So, of course, I had to do a fact check on that. So, I just don't believe anything they say. So, I asked ChatGPT, is it a local tradition in Santa Barbara to hand out candy to kids and wine to adults at Halloween while trick or treating? Specifically the wine. And ChatGPT is like, never heard of that. I couldn't find any credible evidence that it is a known local tradition in Santa Barbara, California, to hand out wine to adults while kids trick or treat on Halloween. There you go. That is a lie. That is an excuse that Megan is trying to make for carrying around wine when she should be focusing on her kids. Completely busted. Now, I couldn't help but notice as well the photographer that happened to bump into these two randomly on Halloween, because you can see its back grid, but it's not just back grid. You can actually see it's by a photographer called Carl Larson. And I have 100% heard that name before. So again, I consulted my friend ChatGPT and they said, yeah, he has photographed them before. Here are some examples. So he got these ones. That's one of my favorite moments when Megan was right in the middle, making it all about her terribly. Nothing went right for her on that day. She was looking the most ridiculous, I think, and desperate I've ever seen, which is really saying something, if you know what I mean. But he also took this image here. Now, this is when they just got booted from Frogmore, and Carl snapped them out in Santa Barbara somewhere, smiling deliriously as ever, because Megan pretends that she's never bothered and she's so happy and life is just going 100% as planned. But there's more to it, because Carl Larson is affiliated with Thomas Markle, her father. Because take a look at this article from 2023. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle papped by Thomas Markle's friend. Now, this is from the image I just showed you here. This got quite a bit of airtime. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been pictured going about their private lives by a photographer who launched a YouTube channel with Thomas Markle. Did you hear that? Carl Larson from Backgrid used to have a YouTube channel with her father. What the heck is going on? Carl Larson was credited on pictures of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex published online by the Daily Mail on July 2nd, that's 2023, which showed them arriving at an office, probably just to clear it out because I'm pretty sure they never go to an office or even own an office anywhere. Don't they just work at home with their shoes off all the time? He shared an image of the coverage on his Instagram stories, writing, "So nice to see my friends." So he's even friends with them, allegedly. Harry and Meghan on Friday before they get away for the long weekend. So he's talking about them in this article and pretending like they're friends. But on the YouTube channel he does with Thomas Markle, it's very different because on that show, it was called Remarkable Friendship, and the pair are reportedly critical of Harry and Meghan, as you should be. On it, Meghan's father takes a swipe at Harry for an interview he gave in 2021 to James Corden. Oh, that was so cringe. While riding around LA in an open top bus. He said, "It amazes me that a man that tells me don't talk to anyone rides on the top of a bus down Hollywood Boulevard doing an interview." Absolutely. Markle Sr. also used the channel with his friend Carl Larson to say he would give evidence in his other daughter Samantha Markle's lawsuit against Meghan over her interview with Winfrey. So the plot thickens here. Whose side is Carl Larson on? I don't know. But either way, it's all very messed up. This is definitely a spooky Halloween. And as you can see, Meghan, the only way she can deal with it is to have a nice glass of, as ever, Sauvignon Blanc or the sparkling or whatever, just to get through the day. Just ridiculous, these two. I can't believe they had to call Backgrid for Halloween. This is so embarrassing. Meghan, please just put the wine down for 1 second, especially if you're calling Backgrid. Why would you want this image out there? It makes no sense. But guys, thank you so much for listening. I hope you all had a fantastic Halloween, and I hope this episode wasn't too spooky for you, because when I saw this image, I was just freaking out. I'm going to leave you with this. This is the scariest thing you will see all Halloween. But guys, thank you so much for listening. Please like and subscribe, and I will definitely keep these videos coming. Thank you. Bye.